Hey guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode. We are in the January transfer window and it's time to make some moves. But as you know, I do not want to rush myself into making bad decisions. So I'm going to take my time with the signings. I'm going to go through the shortlist and tell you what I think of the suggestions we've got. Now, we've got quite a few popular names in there that were suggested by you guys. The likes of Lacazette, Aubameyang and Berardi popped up a lot. The reason why I'm not going to go for Lacazette is because he already got transferred to Spurs, as you can see, and I used him in last year's FIFA, so that's definitely a no. Aubameyang was really popular because he has a history with Milan, but personally, it feels like Aubameyang is a player you see a lot and very often on YouTube with Ultimate Team YouTubers or even career mode. It seems like a very generic and overused player. So personally, I'm not a fan of that. The person I did, however, like, that I saw in the comments was Domenico Berardi. He's Italian, he plays for a weak side, and it's time for him to step it up and go to a bigger side. He played for Juve a bit as well on loan, I think. But we could pick him up, and for me, that's the most popular answer. So, when it comes to this transfer, I'm going to give you guys a vote, a straw poll vote. I'm not going to make any moves just yet. You guys can decide between Domenico Berardi and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I might even give you the option to say keep Bacca, but everyone wanted me to sell him, so that's probably not going to happen. The choice is between Berardi or Aubameyang to replace Bacca if we need it. And seeing that Bonaventura is injured for 7 months, you guys pointed out that I should sign a new midfielder, and I completely agree. The first name on the sheet is Gregor Skriniar. Now, personally, he's not a central midfielder, he's a CDM. He could maybe replace Nigel de Jong next season, but as a centre mid, I don't think he would be that great. And let's face it, we need a fill-in player. He's going to cost way too much money for just a temporary solution for our injury problems. So that's why I shortlisted Joao Mario from Sporting and Daniele Baselli from Torino. We're going to scout them further, and later down the line in this episode, I'm going to show you their stats and see what we can do. It's time to play the first game of today's episode, and it's against Palermo at home. I'm going to go for the 3-5-2 again. El Shaarawy and Bruno Perez on the wings. Let's see what we can do. Bacca is not playing. I got to give priority to the players that are at least going to stay for another half a season. It's a really good ball. Hillier Mark on the header and just over the bar. Could have been dangerous, but off target. Got a 3v3 situation here. It's going to work out well here. Luis Adriano is through on goal. One-on-one with the keeper. He has to finish. He takes it on his weak foot. He's that confident and he buries it. Milan 1, Palermo 0. Luis Adriano inside. Well done. He's still going. Luis Adriano has picked up some confidence and he can find Menez, who somehow missed. I'm going to make double changes as my team is a little bit tired due to the amount of games we've been playing. Bacca is going to get a half of football. Simone Verdi as well. That's well played. Vasquez looking back into Hillier Mark, but a fantastic save by Diego Lopez. It's a great ball. Vasquez. Good punch from our captain again. Palermo definitely starting off better in the second half. Alberto Gilardino. Good whip on the back post. Rigoni is there and powers that one into the back of the net. Milan concede a late equaliser. We should have just buried the game ages ago. And I don't know why I brought home Bacca really, because that didn't help. But what a bullet header. And 1-1. Disappointing, absolutely disappointing how we threw that away. We were in the lead, comfortably dominating the game. They haven't had anything on us. And then, well, I say that, the stats disagree, but I feel like there were certain situations where I could have pulled the trigger and I just refused for some reason. Tried to dribble it into the back of the net, and that's my fault, but just, that's frustrating. It really is. Some training drills before we move on to the next game. Niang's dribbling has gone up. He's now in 90 in dribbling. Ellie is slowly going up as well. Decent results. Davide Calabria is going out on a 2-year loan to Perugia. He's not good enough to play and he's not worth it to train. So hopefully he'll grow on this loan spell. The second game we're going to play before we actually start to make some moves for an extra midfielder. This is a side we've got Poli and Bertolacci in field. Doesn't look too strong, but Nigel de Jong's form is horrible. The same goes for Maximovic. He's been dropped due to poor form. And Niang, Luis Adriano Menez up front should hopefully be scoring more than one goal. The draw in the previous game did not do us good. We've dropped down to second, 1 point behind the surprisingly league leaders in Torino. We have the best away record in the league, again with Torino, who somehow are picking up points left, right and centre. Oh my god, get rid. Get rid now. Get rid. Mistake, Menez intercepts. He's looking for Luis Adriano, one-on-one. Luis Adriano, what a block. Good turn in here by Suprayen. Tries to cross it in, someone's been brought down. Caraglio takes the shot, but what a save by Lopez. All of a sudden, Verona are actually trying to play decent football. Bruno Perez has made a mistake. Pazzini is drilling one into the area. Romagnoli's done well there. But Verona still going. Christolopoulos, or whatever his name is. I've done something stupid. Yep, I've done something extremely... I saw it the moment I pressed the button. What is wrong with me? Am I a fucking idiot? I must be. Niang. Niang has done well. And Bayern Niang. How did he miss? We're making some changes. We're going to the 4-3-3 because at half-time we've been absolutely dominated by Verona and I'm not accepting this and I'm already getting annoyed and it's only like been, what, 1 game and a half. Anyways, El Shaarawy is coming on to hopefully spark a comeback here because we need something extra special up front. It's not been working. Menez going all the way from kickoff. There could be a chance here. Jeremy Menez has done well. Niang couldn't get there. Niang into Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu, what a turn, has been brought down! Referee! Andrea Poli cuts inside, looking for an option. He's found the option in Mbaye Niang. He takes on a few defenders, rifles one, but a good save from the keeper denies us again. Çalhanoğlu looking to whip one in. Rodrigo Eli on the front post, can't get there. Bruno Perez takes a touch and bangs it wide. And they're passing it around the back. They're just passing it around the back. There's nothing else I can do. The amount of rage I have to cut out in that game is stupid. My advice to anyone out there who hasn't bought FIFA 16 yet, just don't buy it. This game is the worst piece of shit I have ever played. And I've been playing FIFA since, what, 2005? It's never been this bad. The only thing I'm learning from this game is to control my rage and actually just calm down. This is... I'm zen at the moment. I call that an achievement. I couldn't do this last year. I'm actually pretty calm for the amount of shit that happens during this game. Right, 3-5-2, Bacchus, final game probably, home game against Perugia. We're going to sim it, get it over and done with. I can't be asked to play the third game. Let's see what result we get. We went 3-0, that's fair enough. That loss against Hellas Verona sees us drop down to, well, we're still second, but now joined second with Inter. It's all still up for grabs there, but we cannot fuck up again. Daniele Baselli looks like a fantastic player. At the age of 24, there is still a lot of room to grow, so I'm going to offer them 10 million plus Antonio Nocerino, who is declining due to his age. I'm also going to put in a bid for Joao Mario. What did I do? Did I just inquire? Well, that's a mistake. Anyways, we're going to give him approximately the same, offer 10 million and a player. That player is going to be the very unhappy Antonelli. Let's see if they accept either of these first bids. Don't forget, guys, in the next episode on transfer deadline day, most likely, we are going to go for a new striker, or maybe not, depending on the vote. Guys, don't forget, there is a straw poll in the description down below, and I need you guys to take a look at that and give me your opinion of what you want to see. But unfortunately, both bids have been rejected. Both clubs are not interested in the player I offer up, so I'm going to give 17 million to Sporting. Maybe that'll be enough. And for Daniele Baselli, that seems a little bit much. I'm going to give it 14 million. It looks like Mario is way out of my budget, so I'm going to go for Daniele Baselli, who has accepted the offer. He wants double his wages. That's not going to happen. I'm going to give him exactly what he's on now, and he'll have to be happy with that. And he has accepted 50 grand a week. The first signing of the January transfer window is Daniele Baselli. I'm not going to make a lot of signings. This is probably the only one. Well, actually, I say that. We still have to sign the striker. And don't forget, your input will be vital. So who do you want me to sign? Here are the full scout reports on the 2 strikers that we're going for. Lacazette is not an option. Do we keep Bacca? Do we go for Berardi, which in my opinion is probably our best bet? I really like the look of Berardi. And then of course Aubameyang was a very popular suggestion from you guys, but I feel like he's slightly generic. It's up to you. Vote in the description down below. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.